We are now being joined by Angela Fobbs, Democrats Abroad and Director of Strategic Initiatives, to discuss the Meta decision to stop fact-checking. Angela Fobbs joins us from London. Good to have you join us now. What is your assessment of the company's decision to deregulate the social media platforms, talking about Meta?
Uh, I think the decision is irresponsible and that misinformation and disinformation has led to violence in several countries, election interference, people doing self-harm, murders, and any number of crimes. And with these community notes, it is pushing the risk or onto the community to go in and verify something. But the question is, what if nobody puts a note there?
Now, I know a teen recently lost her life in a tragic incident that's just a few days ago in the UK after exposure to sensitive content. Talking about her now, how do you feel about this and how would this affect the world in general?
Well, it's very sad that this teen lost her life, but she's not the first one. There have been many incidents recently where children have done a lot of unfortunate things. I read an article, I don't know, last year about um, I think it was Instagram. They had Russian roulette videos, and it was like a challenge, and people would play Russian roulette and record it, and this a teen lost their life there. Um, I think that social media should have age restrictions. Children's brains are, I mean, higher age restrictions. Right now it's 13, but you're just entering the world at age 13. And children's brains are developing, and they may not understand the implications of what they're seeing or what they're asked to do by a post or a video. And when you're young and inexperienced, you can easily be tricked, coerced, or abused. So we've got to do something to protect our children.
Let's go to the CEO, Mark Zuckerberg. Do you think he's being politically influenced, or, for lack of better words, playing to the gallery of Republicans and Democrats? Say, for instance, if a Democrat were to be president hypothetically after Trump, this means the CEO may reverse the decision again.
I think that he is partially being influenced by politics. This is an opportunity for him to try to to curry good favor with Trump. The U.S. Federal Trade Commission has a long-standing antitrust suit against Meta, and it was scheduled to go to trial this year. Um, I think that this was an opportunity for them, for Meta, to change their algorithm and increase engagement, because engagement is what sells ads. If you have people looking at confrontational or negative information, they will stay on the platform longer than if it's just cats and sunshine. I think that it's not necessarily going to change back just because a Democrat would be elected. I think the only thing that's going to change these companies is if we have legislation and more transparency as it relates to the algorithms they use.
Now, finally, before I let you go, so let's just have your advice on, for parents, if this pulls through. What is the future of social media and what's your advice to parents?
I would advise parents to limit their children's social media exposure. Um, it's There's a lot of AI generated content. There's a lot of bots. There's a lot of violence and hate speech. There's a lot of people trying to attract young children to do things that no one wants their child to experience. I would say limit your child's social media if you can, And if you have a young child, let's say under the age of 13, consider not letting them get on social media until they're at least, I mean, if it was up to me, it would be at least 18, because I think without a lot of controls, social media will become a really dangerous place.
Thank you so much, Angela Fobbs, Democrats Abroad and Director of Strategic Initiatives, discussing the Meta situation. She joined us from Germany, not London. Thank you so much for your time.